The U.S. Congress is seeking to allow American allies to build non-combat U.S. Navy vessels. Our defense correspondent Kim Bo-kyoung tells us why and how.
The U.S. Congress is pushing a bill that would allow U.S. allies to build non-combat U.S. Navy vessels in their own countries. The Senate Armed Services Committee has reportedly included a provision in the recently approved National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2027 that would permit up to 2 bulk fuel tankers or strategic transport ships to be procured from foreign shipyards. This is expected to permit the overseas construction of non-combat vessels, but the construction would need to align with U.S. national security interests, and the contracting companies would need to make corresponding investments in the U.S. shipbuilding and maritime sectors. The House Appropriations Committee's Defense Subcommittee has also drafted a similar version of the fiscal year 2027 Defense Appropriations Bill. Scheduled for a committee review next week, the draft would narrow the scope of the ban on using funds for foreign shipbuilding from all Navy vessels to combat ships only. Although these legislative proposals are limited to allied countries and non-combat vessels, one expert says this itself gives a legal pathway for the Moscow project to be realized.
South Korea is effectively the only U.S. ally with the shipbuilding capacity to build these vessels at scale. Creating a legal pathway for construction in Korea makes the Moscow project far more feasible.
Meanwhile, the Senate Armed Services Committee voiced support for ROK-U.S. cooperation on nuclear submarine construction and ordered the Pentagon to hand in a report that assesses its implications for Indo-Pacific security until February next year. The expert added that this shows how stalled talks are now making progress.
Recent vice minister-level talks reaffirmed both sides' commitment to advancing bilateral security cooperation. And this shows how the recent talks paved the way for more substantive discussions on a nuclear-powered submarine project and a possible revision of the nuclear agreement.
Still, it is unclear how the committee will approach sensitive issues like nuclear fuel supply after the Pentagon review. Kim Bo-kyoung, Arirang News.